Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Steve from GraphicDesignerTips.com. In today's awesome graphic design layout of the day, I'm going to be showing you a brochure for a Samsung baby monitor. And I'm having a baby in a few weeks, so I've been getting tons of these. And believe it or not, there's some really awesome graphic design on here, so it's definitely worth the awesome graphic design of the week for sure. So what I want to talk about in this one is products and the way that they emphasize their products and show the features. But throughout this piece, it's a very soft feeling piece, and they did certain little things that I also implement in my own designs to make it much softer. I like to, I like to make things look soft and not to be too crazy and loud, and it's more inviting in a lot of ways. That's why, like, a lot of times I stay away from like black text. I like to do like gray text. It's easier on people's eyes, and it's more it's more subtle. But let's get into this, and I want to go through this both sides and show you exactly how they put this piece together. It's a double-sided piece, and it's funny because this piece is actually most like digital printers. They usually do about up to like an 18 or a 19-inch sheet. These are at least 6 inches a piece, and they have bleeds on them, which means this is definitely done on an oversized sheet, which means it's probably done on a commercial press. That's in my own opinion. I'm just guessing. But let's get into it, and I'll show you exactly what they did to make this look like a phenomenal piece. So now we have the trifold on the screen. The top area is obviously the outside. This is the cover right here. This is the back cover when it's completely folded. And this is the inside flap. Now, down here obviously is when you open everything. This is the complete inside with all the information that everybody really wants. Everything but pricing on this one, which was a smart idea because, say prices change and they have a sale and everything, and now they got this, set in stone printed, and they got 10,000 extra of them. What I want to talk about is when it comes to trifolds, obviously you want to lure people in with the front image. Okay, this is the cover, but after that front image, to really intrigue people more, once they open this brochure, they're going to see to the right, they're going to see this inside flap right here. And that's what you really want to make the most intriguing, because if they like what they see there, statistics say that if they like what they see there, they're going to open that up, and then they're going to see this whole spread right here. That's how you're going to draw them in. Usually the back, this blue area, is usually for contact information. When I design brochures for my clients, I always say that as the contact information page. I'll put a map on there. I'll put their website, their phone numbers, fax. Although throughout the piece, I might throw their website one at a time, or their email one at a time. But that's generally where you probably want the contact information. Samsung was cool in saying, let's put this QR code on the back. We don't want it to be too in your face, but since it's on the back and they knock it right out of that blue, it stands out, but it's not in anything's way because, like I said, it's on the contact page. So that's like the gist, around reading this thing. But what I want to start with is I want to talk about, the cover. Obviously, they have this little theme with these, they obviously have really nice clipping masks on all of their products. They have these nice little shadows that are going down, so it makes them look elegant. It makes them look like they're on this piece of glass and they're just shining down. And it's, when you see reflections and they're nice and clear, it's a different feel to the piece. I like to put reflections on a lot of my stuff too. In the background, you have this little, design going on, and which is pretty cool. It kind of separates the image from the top from the, all the products below it. And when you come over to the inside flap over here, this is what I really love. It's so simple, but like I said before this middle area of the video started, was making a piece look softer. What they did basically was they made a clipping mask with a rounded corner edge. So they basically took these images, drew a rectangle around it, but it was a rounded corner rectangle, and did a clipping mask on it. And in turn, they also put a blue stroke on it to match the blue, or this purplish blue over here. It's actually, technically, it's that Samsung blue, which is the same throughout the whole piece, but it's like a percentage of it. So they probably turn that into a spot color, and then they did like a, you know what, a 20% of that blue. So that's what they did there, just to keep the continuity. Yeah, okay. If it was green, it's not going to take you away from buying the piece if you really want it. But to, you know, us artists, we're very, you know, we're perfectionists, and so they obviously took the time to go over in detail and make sure that was correct on that. So on the inside, they have, starting with the left, they have the audio series, and on the right, the video series. They really didn't do anything different to separate the areas, and I kind of like that, because, you know, if you look up here, you have the cover. This is very contrasty compared to the cover, the solid color, as opposed to the white over here. I kind of like how they didn't do that in here. They just kept it very simple, straightforward, and I guess the way that they figured that you would realize it's separate by putting this line here and kind of cutting the line off, the line of products off, basically. But same thing. Clipping masks on all these products. I mean, I interned at a company where all I did was clipping masks and stuff like that. So I know what goes into this stuff. You know, these are pretty complex images. And after they put the image, you know, I have a really strong feeling that they didn't take these images on like green screens, or, you know, these shadows were man-made shadows after the fact. But, you know, it's the fact that they have these shadows going straight down. It's a nice, soft feel. Because when it comes to babies, it's all about softness and warmness, and you know, that's what you want to feel when you look at these products. I mean, I know I'm shopping for them right now. The headlines, the audio, the video, they're all, like I said, in that same blue. They all have the same font size. They're all justified with the products to the left. The copy right here, like I said earlier in the when I was talking about what I like to do to make a piece feel softer, is I put the copy, you know, in certain colors. That I don't like to make it the copy black all the time. You know, gray or a percentage of black, it makes it a lot softer feeling, and that's what they did in here. They did like an 80% black. I usually do like a 70. They did the same thing with the word series up here, and it just gives it a softer feel. Down under the products, they have the features, and so what they did here is they did the rounded corners on it again, and just made it that nice soft feel, and continued that blue under here with you know, the other subheads underlying the area of what it does, the, you know, the function, you know, the SD card slot, interference free up to 200 feet, stuff like that. So trying to see what else that I can find in here. I mean, everything, it's just very well balanced. I mean, if you take a ruler right here, look at that straight line. That's something that, you know, somebody paid a lot of attention to. Obviously, you couldn't do it down here with the amount of, you know, photos they had. But if I line these pieces up, check this out. I'm going to line these up real quick. And if you look, and you take a line straight down here, you're going to notice they did the fold perfectly. You don't want the fold going through images. That's another thing. And same thing with this line. It goes right through. It splits these two images up. So that's why I think this is an awesome graphic design. I mean, this graphic design took a lot of time. Forget about the design aspect. All these images not only had to be clipped out, color corrected, because they have the perfect color correction on them. And these images down here, they all have to be, you know, sized up specifically for this, you know, file, because you don't want to have a 1,000 megabyte, you know, layout for a brochure, and you will have that if you don't actually downsample your images without losing quality. So that's it for this design. All right, so thanks for sticking with us with another awesome graphic design of the day. I definitely believe this is something awesome. I'm so happy I came across it. But, you know, I even learned from this piece right here. I learned from every piece that I look at. You know, there's always something to learn. And, you know, I'm hoping that somebody watching this video has tons of open projects and they're able to implement one or two of the things that was learned in this video. That's what it's all about. And what it really is all about is just keeping your eyes open throughout your entire day for graphic design. Doesn't matter where you are. I just got done food shopping, tons of graphic design. So, which is going to be in a couple future videos from now. So, that's it, everybody. If you like what you saw, definitely like this button, click the subscribe button right over here, and definitely comment below. Let us know your thoughts and what you felt was the best aspect of this graphic design. And that's it. I hope you all have a great night, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.